Only I have the brains to rule my life.
So, Andross, you show your true form.
So, Andross, you show your true form.
That was just risky. I thought I could take him out with one, but that's pretty greedy on my part, actually. Should have played it safe. Yeah, you can't do any damage to the brain unless you take out the eyeballs, so. For real? Oh my god, I thought that dude was almost dead. Man, I'm taking a ton of damage just from the eyeballs. I mean, it's possible to beat Andross without taking a single hit, but... Alright. Gotta start attacking him. Here we go. Attack phase. Yes! Haha!
If I go down, I'm taking...
You see, that's how much you have to concentrate when you fight this guy, because he is always going to be up on your ass if you mess one thing up.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Father?
Alright.
Follow me, Fox.
Okay, this part you can actually die on. And I may die. So hopefully not, but ideally he's always going to fly faster than you, and you do need to boost in order to catch up to him sometimes. You have to basically go where he goes. That's all you have to do. And fortunately if you die, you don't have to fight Andross again. Thank God. That would suck, dude.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
Whoa, hold on. A little bit of lag there. Alright, cool, I made it. I just gotta get out here before dying, without dying.
You've become so strong, Fox.
Yes! Game over! I did it. And then within a reasonable time frame, too. So I only died once, but it was at Andross, and you know what, that's fine. I'm surprised that I was even able to beat it after dying the first time against Andross.
Way to go, Fox! That's our leader.
What do you say, Peppy? Peppy is dead. Well, the old man had his adventures. Oh, there's a part where Peppy's supposed to say, "Fox, what's wrong?" or whatever, and he's like, "Nothing's wrong." But it's because he's looking for his dad. It's like, where did you go? Where did you go? I don't know. I understand why, but I think you should play the game or look into the lore so you can understand what the whole meaning of that was. Alright, let me just say something real quick before, because I know I said I wasn't going to show the credits, so I'm not, but I just want to comment on something real quick. With that final boss fight, I know it was like super dead quiet. Obviously, you know, the eyes, they're kind of a pain. I could have done that a lot more carefully. I could have like not taken as much damage fighting those dudes. I could have been a lot less reckless trying to take them all out. Oh, by the way, look, it's Kat. See, she makes an appearance at the end. Did they show Peppy, by the way? I don't remember if they show him here. Maybe they did, and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, so, you know, the eyes are a problem. Okay, now, as soon as you take out the eyes, you got to start shooting at Andross. I think at the very beginning, you have a split second where you have some good distance from him, and you have to start firing at him. Like, you just have to. Now, as soon as he disappears, that's what, like, I don't know if you noticed, as soon as I saw, like, that I had taken some damage and he started disappearing, that's when you do the U-turn, because he's always going to show up right behind you. So as long as you're U-turning as fast as possible, you can stay a good distance from him and just keep on attacking him. And that's exactly what I did. So that strategy worked out really well for me. Now, if I would have screwed it up and not actually attacked him enough to where he can disappear, then our positioning would be off, and then he would probably be, like, right up on my ass. And yeah, anyway, so that's what happened there. Oh god, I am so, like, my heart's pounding fast, and I'm so relieved right now. I'm gonna actually cut this here, so you don't have to listen to me talk anymore. You don't have to watch the credits anymore. Again, watch my first run through of this if you want to see the credits. I'm gonna meet you back at the very end, because nothing here is different from the normal credits. You actually don't really get much of a reward besides what's at the very end. It's not really that rewarding either. But I will meet you back, so we'll see you then. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that? Did you notice that there was no Andross at the end? It's because we defeated him! Oh yeah! Check it out. Look at that. Alright. We're never gonna beat Mac. Look at Mac. Mac's got it all. Oh wait! Holy crap! Wait, did I score a record? Wait. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, hell yeah! I actually got in the top 10 rankings. Let's change this up. Yeah. I get to join the ranks of Mac. Oh, darn it. I should have gone the other way. It would have been faster. Oh, wait. I'm going this way. I'm trying to spell out Mac. Hold on. Frog. Man forever. Frogman forever. Check it out. I made the top 10 list. Number 10. Haha. Not very impressive. Those scores are not very impressive at all. But you know what? It's probably the best I've ever done. And I made top 10 list. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. You are basically rewarded simply with the fact that Andross doesn't show up at the very end there when you do the hard route. All things considered, I'm satisfied. I don't know that it could have gotten much better, and I feel like if I tried to do it again, I think it could definitely go a lot worse. So I'm gonna just be happy with that. Unfortunately, Peppy didn't make it. Oh, one more thing. I didn't really touch up on why it was so important to get all my allies to Venom. It's super important because when you fight Starwolf, who have these powered-up ships, they are super aggressive and super strong. If you have if you have all 3 allies with you, they basically... Starwolf gets basically distracted with your allies, so it kind of helps take some of the pressure off of you. If you show up with maybe 2 allies, you might be okay, because you basically just have 2 of them double teaming on someone. If you have 1 ally or no allies when you show up on that final Venom stage, it's almost impossible, I would say, just because everyone is gunning for you. And they're so fast and so strong and so evasive, it is a real pain in the butt. And if you end up on that level with like your blue laser and you die, then you end up with the green laser, and guess what? If you don't have any other allies, it's just you with a single green laser versus 4 Starwolf members, and that sucks. And that's almost impossible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, because I'm sure people who are really skilled at this game are going to say, no, it's not that bad. Or I can do that with my hands tied behind my back, which doesn't make any sense because you need your hands to play with controller. But I swear to God, it's really difficult. So I'm happy it didn't come down to that. I'm happy I ended up with all 4 of my allies. As far as, whether they died during the battle, I don't really give a crap. So, I mean, it sucks that Peppy didn't make it, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm perfectly fine with that. I was also really scared after I lost to Andross the first time because, well, that was before I realized, oh wait, I can get one of my lasers back. Because fighting him single laser would have been like a real experience. But everything that could have gone correctly, with the exception of me dealing with those eyeballs, everything went correctly, for the most part on that final boss fight. I timed everything perfectly. I was hitting him. I was U-turning when he disappeared. That's the key to beating him, because otherwise you're not gonna have a good time fighting him. This is gonna be very difficult. Anyway, I've already touched up on all that, but I need to reemphasize that this is a very challenging game. It's very fun. I think I even gave it a rating. Let me just pull that up, because I think I gave this game a rating, and I want to say it's a perfect rating. Let me see my rating. All right, I gave Star Fox 64 a 10 out of 10, and you know what? I gave it 2 points because I absolutely love this game. I gave it another point to be the 3rd point because of its replay value. This game is so much fun. Even when I was practicing before I played this game, I was like, you know what? I just want to keep on playing this. And even playing the different versions, the 3DS version's fun. It's actually they changed the voice actors and everything, so it's a little different. But a lot of the original charm from N64 is still there, and I highly recommend it if you have a 3DS or have access to one. If you don't have Star Fox 64 on 3DS, I'd recommend it. The controls are a little weird, but I don't even know it's that different as far as where the buttons are. I think it's just because of the configuration of the controller itself, which is the actual 3DS, of course. All right, so I give it a point for replay value. I think it's definitely visually appealing for its time and for the variety of the levels. Super great. So I give it a point there, so that's 4 points. I give it a point for controls because it does control very well, very smoothly. You feel in control for the most part when you play this game, so I give it a point there. So what am I at? 5 points there? Yeah, all right, 6 points because it's challenging but fair. Okay, now there's a difference, because if you play a challenging game but it's unfair, then it doesn't get a point there. It is challenging but fair. The mistakes that you make are pretty much your mistakes. You have to learn from them. You have to grow from them. There's nothing really that's well, that's just completely unfair, except maybe the final boss with Andross and how you deal with him. You pretty much have to use that strategy or else you're screwed. I guess that's the only unfair part about it, but for the most part, I'm nitpicking, and I'm not going to say it's completely unfair. The music is great, so I give it a point there. Retention, I am very much engaged in the game throughout the whole time I'm playing it. There's not really a dull moment in the game, and there's definitely lots to do to keep you preoccupied and keep you really stimulated. So I definitely give it a point for retention. If there were any complaints about the game, they would only be nitpicked. Yes, I give a point for that concept alone. I mean, there really is not much negative I could say about this game. That, you know, I would be nitpicking if I had to point out little things like that, like the Andross fight or whatever. Those are just like nitpicks. Like, they're really not deal breakers in the game. So I give it a point for that. All right, investment in story, characters, or objectives. If nothing else, for the nostalgia factor, I give it a point for all that. I mean, the story isn't very complex. It's a nice story. I like the lore behind Star Fox 64. I think it's really cool that you have like these like basically, I don't know what's the word. They're not mercenaries, are they? Maybe, I don't know what they are. But they're basically like this little fleet of like 4 pilots. You have a whole, you know, army in Corneria that is trying to fight off Andross, and they can't do it. And they get the help of Star Fox, which are 4 like master pilots, I guess you could say, like master fighters slash pilots slash technicians slash whatever the hell all of them play in their individual roles. And these 4 guys stand up against an emperor, like a grand army. It's pretty cool. I mean, the whole concept behind it is very cool. So I you know, I think the story's cool. I like the characters, even though, you know, the dialogue isn't so great and it's kind of cheesy and whatever. But the objectives are so great, and of course the nostalgia factor. I mean, come on. I grew up during this time, Star Fox 64, very nostalgic for me. So for all of those reasons, I give it a point. So again, I love it. 2 points. Replay value, 1 point. Visually appealing, 1 point. Controls, 1 point. Challenging but fair, 1 point. Music, 1 point. Retention, 1 point. Complaints would only be nitpicked. That's 1 point. And then the investment in story, characters, objective, nostalgia factor, etc. That's all, etc. That's all 1 point, totaling 10 points out of 10. I love this game. I know I talked a long time about that, but I really just needed to get that off my chest because this game is so great. And if you've never played it before, you really need to play it. And just get a hold of a copy in any form you can, because it's so much fun. All right, well, that basically covers it. Here's the final invoice. Oh wait, by the way, look, we get to see my rankings. Look, Max got all these rankings. Okay, actually, all of these scores are possible, I believe. But look at these; you can actually max out. Well, I don't know. Are these really possible? What, 65 lives? What? Is this really possible? Someone leave a comment if you can, please. If you're still here, if you're still watching. By the way, thanks if you're still watching. But look at this. Look at that. Is that possible? Do you have to, like, you know, have, like, a tool assisting program or whatever to, you know, precise kill every single enemy and do everything perfectly to get that kind of score? I don't know. Maybe this guy's just really that good. But anyway, who's that JCC? I didn't even know there was a JCC there. Most of these are Mac, though. And I'm happy I got pulled into the rankings here, the top 10 rankings. There we go. Frogman forever. There we go. That's my score.
What?
Wow, great. So that's his reaction whenever you actually kill a good amount of enemies and the bill is high enough for him to react that way. He's like, what? Because most of the time he's just like, this is a steep bill, but well worth it. And now he's like, what? This is like ridiculous. So 71,000 to split amongst 4 members. I guess that's pretty good. Pretty good for the time anyway. But I don't know how their money works, their currency. It says SP money, so maybe that's space money. So I don't know how that translates to Earth dollars or United States dollars. But regardless, there you go. Get our factory seal of approval. I'm kidding. And there you go. That's Star Fox 64. There you go, 1997, that's where it's at. I'm going to stop talking. I have to go play other games, but I am happy that this one is over, and I thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you had some fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, sorry for the lack of commentary at different points in this Let's Play run-through or whatever. I really wanted to get it done. I really did not want to have to do it again, but I can breathe now and move on to other things. So thanks again for those who are still here, surprisingly. Wow, thank you. And you all have yourself a fine day. I know I will too. I love you guys, and see y'all next time. Bye-bye.